Hello and welcome back to Football Index Moneyball. Today I'm just going to do a live trade for you. I was going to do a video, but with the bonus dropping about an hour ago, you can see here in my 24-hour gain I'm up £734 and 2%. So I think that most of the profits are going to be so crazy that it's not really worth making a video right now because the price will probably be gone so quick that it's not going to add too much value. So instead I'm going to show you a couple of picks and how I choose to operate while these kind of deposit bonuses are going on. Just a reminder, if you do get any value or entertainment from the video and you want to help support the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified when new videos are posted. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, then you can search @IndexMoneyball. So if you look at the top 200 of the increase list, you can see there's just some insane increases. And I own a lot of these players already, so I tend to buy players while they're cheap, and then when they start going up, I just let them compound. I don't really top up on players if the price is gone. I can see on my watch list, so these are the players that I've done in my previous videos. Some of these have still got some good prices, but I've already got big positions in these, so there's a couple of players that I've been topping up on recently. And the ones that I'm going to go for, the first one is Carla Elena. So Carla Elena is a Barcelona player. He's 21 years old, he's a central midfielder, and if we look at his 1 year graph, you can see that he's actually as cheap as he was about December last year, I think it was, November, December, when he broke into the Barcelona team. I know he's in the squad for tonight's match, which is one of the reasons I want to buy him, but really when you see a player that's been this price almost a year ago, and that was when the market was probably made, the market could have been 40% lower than it was now. I just think that with this player, he's either going to break into the Barcelona team or he's going to get loaned out or sold. And when we look at his stats, I'll do a quick cut in of some stats later, but he's got 92% passing accuracy last year, and there was a crazy average of like 75 passes per 90 minutes or something like that, which is pretty high. He's already got a max PB score from the old system of over 200 as well, so I think this is a perfect example of the players I look for when the deposit bonus is on, because he's only had a 2p bump in the past 24 hours, so these kind of players get overlooked. And if he has a good game tonight, then I'm sure a lot of the money that's flowing in from the deposit bonus is going to actually go into this player. Even if he starts tonight, I think I would probably see an immediate 10% increase. So I've come over here to Carla Elena's FootMob, and I just wanted to show you his stats from last season. So you can see here, he got an average rating of 6.64, but he only started 6 matches and was subbed on 11. He played 637 minutes, which is just over 7 full 90 minutes. And if we work out his key passes per 90, it works out at just over 1. Total passes works out to close to 75 passes per 90 minutes, which is pretty good. I watched some highlights, and a lot of his passes are forward, long balls. Like he's more than just like a sideways and backwards passer. His attempted dribbles was 18 with 12 successful, which is just under 2 dribbles per game, which is pretty good for a 20-year-old. Tackles, just under 1 per game. He has actually already got a 200 plus score in the old matrix, and he did, I think, win some dividends for that score, but I'm not going to go into that on this video. This was a player I'd planned to do a pick of the day on, but I think the price is going to disappear, so I just thought I'd include him in this live trade instead. So I just bought 900 shares, and that's tipped Carla's over the next boundary for 90p instead of 89p. So I'm going to leave it there on that player. And the other player that I'm going to look at is a player I actually bought some of last week, having looked at his stats and his recent performances, and that's Alfred Duncan at Sassuolo. So Sassuolo are playing really well so far. His 1 month rise is pretty good, but he's still got a lot of room to grow. He looks a real player, and again, his 24-hour rise is only 2p, so I think there's still a good entry point here to be topping up. And the final player I'm going to be topping up on is Sergio Gomez. He actually started his first game, I think, or maybe his second for Huesca recently. This is a player who featured in my second pick of the day video, but his price has pretty much stayed stagnant. He's an 18-year-old, and he used to play for Barcelona, signed for Borussia Dortmund. They stole him away, and he's one of Spain's hot prospects for the future. You can see he's got a little bit of a bump because he had a decent performance recently, but this is a player I got a lot of confidence in, and I just think it's a matter of time before he has a few big performances and goes back to Dortmund. And if he starts breaking into the team next year at 19, I couldn't even say what his price is going to be, but I would expect it to be 200 or 300% more than it is now. So I'm going to be topping up slowly if his price stays around the 73, 74p mark. So hopefully that'll help you guys try and navigate the deposit bonuses. If this is the first time that you've seen the deposit bonus, then it can be pretty crazy to see all the price rises. But you got to focus on the relative prices of players, in my opinion. And if you can find a player who's not risen too much, then there's always the chance that they're going to be used as a comparison against the ones who have risen, and their value becomes more appealing, if anything. But you don't have to pay the advance price. You kind of get in before it happens. If you look at yesterday's pick of the day, Patson Daka here, he's £1.5. He's up 26% already. So that video I made yesterday, some players probably think that price is not worth looking at anymore. So it's a good example. If you can try and find the ones that people aren't looking at, it doesn't mean the player's not going to rise off the back of the deposit bonus. It just means that in the first hour, they've not been the players that have been looked at. Again, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment and subscribe. Also, if you know someone else who might like the video, then sharing with them would really help me out. There are links in the description for signing up to Football Index and Football Index Edge if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out the other videos on the channel for more strategy videos and the other picks of the day. Most picks are long-term holds with depressed prices for some reason or other, so often the picks can still offer the same value, if not better, a few weeks after. And the research methods and reasoning can help if you're new to the index and want to learn to analyse your own players. Thanks for watching, good luck on the index.